Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to Gauntlet Velocity. Ladies and gentlemen, the channel where we velocitate through gauntlets. It's definitely a word. This is episode 2 of our Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. Sorry, not Emerald. I did so many Emerald episodes back in the day. That playthrough is really good, by the way. Check it out if you're interested. No, Pokemon White version Nuzlocke. Welcome to episode 2. Austin, there you are. Traveling with your Pokemon is truly one of the joys of being a trainer. Please follow me. I'd like to show you the most important place for a trainer to know. And in the last episode, we made it to Accumula Town, trying to get our Pokemon to level 10. At least, Taria, I believe we called our Snivy. This is a Pokemon Center. Don't you feel better as soon as you step through the door? Okay, let's start your tour. Oh, wait for me! A Pokemon Center is a truly incredible place. Do you know why? Because your Pokemon can be healed. And what's more, it's absolutely free. A Pokemon Center is a trainer's best friend. Here, Austin, give it a try. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Hello and welcome to the Pokemon Center. We restore your tired Pokemon to full health. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Okay, I'll take your Pokemon for a few seconds. Thank you for waiting. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. We hope to see you again. Okay, now that your Pokemon have rested, I'll show you how to use the PC at a Pokemon Center. This is the PC. It's free for any trainer to use. You can store Pokemon in your PC boxes or select Pokemon stored in your PC boxes to take along with you. In addition, if you catch a new Pokemon while you have 6 Pokemon traveling with you, the Pokemon you just caught is sent automatically to the PC network. Surprising, isn't it? Amazing even. Here's something else that's cool. If you select my PC, I'll evaluate the progress you've made on your Pokedex. Professor, it says someone's PC on the screen. Who is someone? Very good, Bianca. That's a great observation. Good question, and I'd like to say more, but for now, just ignore that and go ahead and use the PC. Someone is the person who made the Pokemon storage system. Someone I'm sure you'll meet someday. Okay, let's move on. Now, this is the Pokémart. This is the place to buy useful items and sell the ones you don't need anymore. That gentleman over there will help you with a smile. So let's wrap this up. I've given you the basics of being a trainer. I'm going to head back to Grohlvana Town now. One final thing. When you get to Striation City, go and meet an inventor named Fennel. She's a friend of mine from a long time ago, and I'm sure she'll help you on your way. Best of luck. I hope that your journeys prove to be the adventure of a lifetime. Ooh, what should I buy? Potions and Pokeballs are definitely important. Thinking. Okay. Yeah, I do remember this generation specifically having a lot of tutorial stuff at the beginning compared to at least Gens 1 through 4, I suppose. Ooh, what should I buy? Okay, well, buy. Good luck. So yeah, we didn't get Snivy specifically up to level 10, but Snivy is close. Sounds like something's going on in the plaza. Well, let's have a little look-see. Something's going on in the plaza. Doodle-a-doodle-a-doo. Austin, come here a sec.
My name is Getsis. I am here representing Team Plasma. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk to you about Pokemon Liberation. I'm sure most of you believe that we humans and Pokemon are partners that have come to live together because we want and need each other. However, is that really the truth? Have you ever considered that perhaps we humans only assume that this is the truth? Pokemon are subject to the selfish commands of trainers. They get pushed around when they are our partners at work. Can anyone say with confidence that there is no truth in what I'm saying? Now, ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon are different from humans. They are living beings that contain unknown potential. They are living beings from whom we humans have much to learn. Tell me, what is our responsibility towards these wonderful beings called Pokemon? That's right, we must liberate the Pokemon. Then and only then will humans and Pokemon truly be equals. Everyone, I end my words here today by imploring you to consider the relationship between people and Pokemon and the correct way to proceed. We sincerely appreciate your attention.
Well, I hate to tell you, buddy, but you've got the villain music playing behind you. I don't think I'm going to listen to your words, ultimately.
About that speech, what do you think we should do?
Liberate Pokemon? That's not even possible.
Your Pokemon. Just now, it was saying.
Slow down. You talk too fast. And what's this about Pokemon talking? That's an odd thing to say.
Yes, they're talking. Oh, then you two can't hear it either. How sad. My name is N.
My name is Sharon, and this is Austin. We were asked to complete the Pokédex, and we just left on our journey. My main goal is to become the champion, though.
The Pokédex, eh? So you're going to confine many Pokemon and Pokeballs for that, then. I'm a trainer, too, but I can't help wondering, are Pokemon really happy that way? Well, Austin, is it? Let me hear your Pokemon's voice again.
Oh, God. Oh, God. It jumps you into a fight with N? Okay. Purloin. Level 7 per... Man, oh man, that could immediately ruin a run if you didn't level up your Snivy or starting Pokemon. Okay, so yeah, N obviously massively popular character in Pokemon. This dude was like insanely popular and still is, from what I understand, as a character. Well, we could just Vine Whip. We could also Leer. I'm just going to go for the Vine Whip, especially with the chance to crit. We're going to outspeed. We do have a 2-level advantage. Looks like we will kill in 2 to 3 hits, depending on a crit or not.
More. Let me hear the voice of your Pokemon.
Well, I'm trying. Hold on. Vine Whip, go! Okay, even if it gets a crit, I don't think we're in danger here, so one final Vine Whip should do the trick. I do believe. Down it goes, and there's a crit as well. Taria gets 96 XP and does level up to level 10. Okay. Taria learned Rap, which is befitting of a snake, obviously.
I never expected to hear Pokemon say such things. 700 Poké-dollars as well. As long as Pokemon are confined in Pokeballs, Pokemon will never become perfect beings. I have to change the world for Pokemon because they're my friends.
Strange guy, but I'm not going to worry about it. Trainers and Pokemon help each other out. Listen, I'm going on ahead. I want to battle the gym leader in the next town, Striation City. Aim to battle gym leader after gym leader. The best way for a trainer to become stronger is to challenge the gym leaders in each area. Okay, bye! Alright, so yeah, wow. So I remember, obviously, N is a very important character as well as Getsus. People love the story of Black and White, as far as I can tell. I'm going to tell you right now, it's been too long. I remember loving Black and White and Black and White 2. I don't remember what I played, though. I think I played Black 2, maybe White version. I don't even know. I was thinking about it. I don't even know if I've played White version ever. I don't know if I started with White or Black. I really don't, because I played one of them, and then Black 2, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I played White 2, or maybe I did. I literally cannot remember, and I think this version of the game, I think this, you know, the different versions, Black versus White, does have a lot of changes in specifically Black and White, is what I'm trying to say. Like, because obviously every, you know, Pokemon Red and Blue, Pokemon, you know, Gold and Silver, all that, they all have differences, of course. Black and White, from what I remember, do have more differences, I do believe. So that's going to be important to keep in mind. Now, I want to level up Yorknew a little bit. I want to just kind of take a look at his power here. We're going to go for the Tackle, but we're probably going to have to switch out because this Pokemon went first. Yeah, and Yorknew is literally about to die. So we're going to switch in Taria, who will not take the negative defense from the Leer. Basically, stats get reset when you switch in and out Pokemon. He's going to go for the Tackle, which is not going to do too much at all. And we're going to go for the... Oh, Rap isn't even... Yeah, right. Rap is not a Grass-type move. Rap is probably completely useless, I would imagine. But we'll take a look at what it does. Yorknew gets 23 XP. So, I mean, the thing is, like, I don't even know if we're going to be using Yorknew. We did get it in... okay, I also have to write this down before I forget. So this is Cumula Town. And the reason I write these down is because typically you're not going to get an encounter, but obviously if you get a rod or are able to surf, you will be able to get an encounter here, obviously. Depending on if the town has water right? Accumulate Town, the fast-growing town. Well, good for them. So anyways, some wild Pokemon jump out of the tall grass and attack, but you can make friends with those Pokemon if you reach out to them. It's true, even though it's going to be terrifying, because this is a Nuzlocke. Okay, so let's explore the town, and we'll kind of set up what this playthrough will be. Again, for anybody that doesn't really know what a Nuzlocke is or anything like that. Basically, the main rule is Pokemon permadeath. If your Pokemon faints, it is considered dead, and you have to either store it in a dead box or release it permanently. I think I'm going to start using dead boxes. I used to like releasing permanently, but honestly, it is very nice to like be able to look back and see, you know, the different memories and what happened to each Pokemon and everything like that. Be sure to save what happened up to this point before you forget. Then you can take a break. True. Hello, welcome. May I help you? Okay, we're going to see if we've got anything to sell. I got to get used to this new UI here. Potions, we got some Pokeballs, Town Map, and an X-Transceiver, and we've got 4 Pokeballs. Good to know. Let's buy some stuff as well. So potions are going to be very important. I am going to use items. Some people do not, but I am a very new Nuzlocker. Just so you are aware. Let's buy 10 and then 11 Pokeballs, making us have 15. We're also going to buy potions. Oh, that's right. We get a Premier Ball every 10 balls we buy, too. So we're going to buy some potions as well. Let's buy 4 of these. We really have to be smart with our money, too, is the problem. What up, feller? Greet mail, favored mail, RSVP mail, thanks mail, inquiry mail, like mail, and reply mail. I'm not going to care about any of that. Maybe there's some uses. I don't really know. But yeah, I am a very new Nuzlocker. I would consider this my second real Nuzlocke attempt. The first one would be the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, which I have a full series of on this YouTube channel. I'm sorry, you can't enter the Union Room yet. Please do visit again. Sorry, we're getting things ready. Please come back later. Sorry, we're getting things ready. Please come back later. It seems you can't use it yet. Okay, that's typically what happens in a Pokemon game when you can't use the starting equipment in the Pokemon Center because it's all for trading and stuff. So yeah, man, the Emerald Nuzlocke series is super good. Definitely recommend if you want to watch more Pokemon from me. But yes, I am a super new Nuzlocker, so I'm trying to learn the game. So by no means expect this to be like an extremely knowledgeable playthrough. I'm still learning a lot. Now, I will say that Emerald Nuzlocke, you know, I think it went very well, and I think I did learn a ton. So I'm definitely not as new as I was with that Emerald Nuzlocke, but this is going to be a real challenge, at least for me. What's this? You and your Pokemon somehow resemble each other. Huh? What? Also, comment question of the episode, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be, what is your favorite generation of Pokemon? Which is your favorite set of Gen games? Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 generations at the time of this video. Hopefully Gen 10, when it comes out in the future, is going to be astounding. We'll see. I'm definitely a bigger fan of these earlier games than the later games. Oh, you're Pokemon. You're so lucky. I envy you. I want to be a trainer, too. Trainer, how many Pokeballs do you have? If you think you don't have enough, it's a good idea to buy some at a shop at a Pokemon Center. It is important to train your Pokemon in battle, but when their HP goes down, take them to a Pokemon Center. Yeah, you have no idea. It's going to be very important, this playthrough. Someone said that because there are different ideas, disputes will arise. Someone else said that because there are different ideas, the world will expand. I guess they're both right.
We've just gotten married. Men and women are so different, aren't they? But I don't see much difference between male and female Pokemon.
Well, there definitely is. Was this before the changes? I don't think so. Because at some point they added in gender changes. For instance, Pikachu has a heart-shaped tail if it is female, but a normal zigzaggy tail if it is male, obviously. All right, so we're just gonna, yeah, this is gonna be an exploration playthrough as well, which again, I know is not everyone's thing when it comes to Nuzlocke, because a lot of people just want to watch the challenge aspect. I am not that well versed, as I keep saying, which means like I'm gonna go through and talk to everybody and do everything basically because we'll get a lot of items and it's just gonna be more fun for me. En route 2, many trainers train their Pokemon by having them battle. Guess what I know? I know Pokemon can remember up to 4 moves at a time. Hee hee. It's true. They never really changed that much except for adding like extra sort of mechanics. Weak Pokemon, strong Pokemon, cool Pokemon, cute Pokemon. Many Pokemon look forward to meeting you. You don't know that. You don't know what their opinions are. Wow, you have that great bag that can store anything. Why don't you buy a lot of potions and put them in your bag? I just did that, sir. Literally just did that. As far as my favorite generation, man, oh man, it's tough. I mean, nostalgia-wise, 2, for sure. Like, Generation 2, the Johto games were easily my most nostalgic games of all time. Let me give you the benefit of my experience. You listening? The number of Pokemon you can take with you at one time is 6. Pokemon do everything in their power for people. People treat these Pokemon with love and affection. That's what I think our mutual relationship is. Love the Gen 1 games too, but, you know, they're a little rough around the edges comparatively, especially mechanically, right, to the other gens. Beautiful scenery and relaxing sounds. Oh, man, I sure do love this place. Sure makes me feel happy. And then Gen 3, you know what? I'm going to put it as Gen 3, but that's with the heavy caveat that Gen 5 might take that over. Depends on when we beat this game, how I feel about it, or how far we get, because it's a Nuzlocke. Chip Quip! Shall I play my favorite tune? Hee please listen to my music. Oh, she is adding like a little, a little piano riff there. She is concentrating on her performance. Do you want to listen to my drum? My heart, as long as my heart beats, I will keep on drumming. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah, I wish this is why I like Generation 5, because I feel like Gen 5 does so much more stuff like this. Like weird little interesting things, which actually is added to the soundtrack now as we explore. Because I feel like the future Pokemon games just don't have these fun little kind of like, flavorful elements. You know what I mean? Okay. If you get strong, you can move forward. If you move forward, you'll be stronger. That's the cool thing about journeys. It's the cool thing about journeys. Pokemon will be strong if you train them, even if they're weak now. Love is what's important. When a hero leads the world, a Pokemon is going to come and help them here. Everybody in the Unova region knows that legend. I wonder if you could add, like, more people. Maybe there's people up here practicing musical instruments. Scree, scree! This is a Pokeball I got in the past. I'm going to give it to you. Austin obtained a free Pokeball. Hell yeah. You can't catch a Pokemon if you don't have a Pokeball. There are many types of Pokeballs, so use the best one for the job. See, that's why we're going to talk to everybody, because we might be able to get some very helpful items, you know, as we go through the world, basically. Hi, let's play Pokemon Rock, Paper, Scissors. Here goes. Pokemon Rock, Paper, Scissors. Fire, grass, or water. I guess we'll just go with water. Grass. Your Pokemon is water type and mine is grass type. Water type is weak against grass type, so I win. So I wonder if this is, I'm betting this is literally just, oh, there we go. Your Pokemon is fire type and mine is grass type. Grass type is weak against fire type, so I lose. Sorry. Well, I guess we came out even at the end there. As far as my favorite gen, yeah, it's not going to be 6, it's not going to be 7, it's not going to be 8, it's not going to be 9. I do like parts of those games, but they really just do not hit the same level of fun for me as the older games, 1 through 5. So overall, I'm going to say Gen 3, because that Emerald Nuzlocke, man, what a great game Emerald is. It's such a solid Pokemon game. But again, when we get to the end of our journey here, Gen 5 might take it over. I'll just have to see. Good afternoon, trainer. This is a gate for travelers. Please check the electric bulletin board. Okay. What do we got here? Striation City Gym is a restaurant where meals and battles are served. This is just giving me information. Names will bring you wonderful relationships. Name Raider in Castelia City. Okay, well, don't spoil the whole game for me. What up? Watching the information changing on the electronic bulletin board, it makes me happy. I find it so soothing. A man of simple tastes. All right, here we go. Back to being stressed, even though it's fun. So this is going to be Route 2. And again, every time we reach a new area, I'm going to write it down just to keep notes of our encounters. And so, yeah, that's the other main mechanic, as many people probably know. The X transceiver is ringing. Is that you can only catch one Pokemon per new area, and it's your first encounter. However, there is a dupes clause that I will enable, meaning if we find our first Pokemon is a Lillipup, we've already caught it. So, you know, we'll get another reroll basically until we find not a duplicate. Austin picked up the X transceiver. Austin. It's your mom. How are things? Are you and your Pokemon getting along and enjoying your journey so far? I needed to talk to you, so I called, but I'm going to hang up the X-Transceiver now. Okay. What? Austin, I finally caught up with you, and look how far you've come already. Professor Juniper said that you were probably headed for Striation City by now. I have another present for you, Austin. Try these on. Austin received a pair of running shoes. I was going to say, hopefully these come in at some point. When you're wearing the running shoes, you can go anywhere in a flash. Let me read you the instructions. Hold the B button to run faster than normal. Put on the running shoes and tear around to your heart's content. That's what it says. I bought these a long time ago and stashed them away somewhere. I found them when I was cleaning up. Guess it's good to clean occasionally. Austin, you understand that you're never really alone, right? You're with Pokemon. You have friends and you're always in my thoughts. That's all right then. Enjoy your trip. That was a little deep for a friendly, motherly conversation. Okay, is she a trainer? No, but she looks like it. Also, it's a big boulder, but a Pokemon may be able to push it aside. So actually, yes, I'm going to write that down. Anything that we can come back and do, strength boulder, I will write down just to keep track. I think that's a great way to, like, you know, keep track of what you have and have not done in a Pokemon game, because we need something, obviously, to push this in and get that item there. Battles between Pokemon trainers are serious affairs you can't run from. Okay. So, anytime we find grass in a new area, or anytime there's encounters, I'm going to close my eyes, and listen to what pops up and try to see what it is. And ideally, we're just looking for the rare encounter. A lot of the time, there's rare encounters, but it just depends on the route. So, let's see what we get. Austin found a potion. Okay. And no encounters. Interesting. Do we want to go for the battle, or do we want to go for the Pokemon first? I guess let's go for the battle. I'm assuming this is a battle here. Yep. A trainer catches another trainer's eye. That's the start of a Pokemon battle. So yeah, as most people probably know, whenever you are on a route or anything like that, you're going to be challenged by Pokemon trainers to Pokemon battles. And that's where this game gets a little scary with the Nuzlocke, because again, if we ever get knocked out, man, these things are high level already. Wow. Oh my god, I switched in Yorknew. That's actually terrifying. I could Leer and switch in. That might be the play, actually. Yeah, let's Leer with Yorknew. He's going to go for a Leer as well, which is actually great for us. He has no other Pokemon to switch in. And this is also going to level up Yorknew, too, if we successfully kill this Patrat. So Leer lowers the defense by 1 stage, which, if you don't know Pokemon, basically means that they take extra physical damage. If you lowered their special defense, they would take extra special attack damage. But most of our attacks, especially early on in a video game, early on in a Pokemon game, are going to be specifically physical attacks, most of the time. For instance, if we use Vine Whip, that is a physical attack, which makes use of the Leer, and also makes use of our stab bonus, because this is a grass type move and we're a grass type Pokemon using a grass type move. So a tackle's going to kill here no matter what. So we're going to save the PP or power points of Vine Whip because it's more valuable. Yorknew levels up to 5, and we can see Yorknew gets 2 HP to attack, 0 special attack, which would make sense. And learns Odor Sleuth, which I got to remember what that is. Also gets 2 level ups. Wow, okay. What? You are too strong. Okay, so Yorknew gets 2 level ups there, which is great. I'll go into the tall grass and have battles with wild Pokemon, but before that, I have to visit the Pokemon Center to heal up my team. All right, so yeah, speaking of, I got to remember to switch Taria in, because that could be really bad if you don't switch correctly with your Pokemon. All right, let's talk to this guy. Hey, you. I'm going to do something amazing. Want to watch? Okay, wait 1 second. Woo! Hey, were you watching? You can take a shortcut by jumping off ledges. Amazing, eh? Oh my god, so amazing. Wow. Wowie zowie. When your Pokemon don't have enough energy to fight, just walk on the road. Pokemon only appear in the tall grass. Trainer tips. Pokemon that participate in battle receive XP points. Have your Pokemon battle often to make them stronger and stronger. Okay. So we still have an encounter, but I'm going to push through this route to see if we can find something more interesting. I really love Pokemon battles, because my cute Pokemon will do its best in a really cute way. We'll bring it out and let me knock it out. How about that? Dude, Lass Mally. So yeah, typically the early traders are usually youngsters and lasses. There are trainer archetypes that, you know, you can kind of tell they're going to use certain types of Pokemon. So we got a Purloin here, which is dark type, actually, right? Because obviously Purloin literally means to, like, steal something. Okay, it's going to use Growl, which lowers our attack by 1 stage. So this would be good if we had a special attack ability, because then it would offset that. But we don't, so we'll just go for the Vine Whip, and then he's going to go for the Growl again. She's going to go for the Growl, which lowers our attack by 2 stages, so that's kind of annoying now. But we'll go for the Tackle, because a Vine Whip is probably not going to kill. They're both going to take 2 hits. Just going to keep doing the Growl, which does nothing for them. It just makes this more drawn out, because they're going to die no matter what. But yeah, Purloin literally means to steal, so I'm assuming Purloin is a dark type. You will find I am very not practiced with the types of Pokemon in Generation 5. I gotta remember, like, all the different pokes in this. I'll make my cute Pokemon even stronger by having battles with lots of trainers. Okay, so this is most likely where we're gonna get our encounter, right around here, I would bet. Now, also, another rule of Pokemon is whenever there's, like, a clearing like this, sometimes there are free items that you have to, like, tap A on to find, but not in this case. All right, closing my eyes. That's a Lillipup again. Yep. So that's, again, the Dupe's Claws. We do not care about the Lillipup, but we could also kill it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to run from the battle here because it's a higher level, actually. Okay, so here we go again. I'm going to close my eyes. That's another Lillipup. Now, if it's a low level, it would be wise... Oh, wait, no. Oh, I got to remember how that works. Ah, that's right. Okay, so this is weird. So this is Dupe's Claws. I'm not gonna grind... Yeah, I guess we're just not gonna grind against wild Pokemon because that kind of ruins the Dupe's Claws a little bit. And I don't know how people think about that, but like for me, it's like, okay, if we kill that Pokemon, that counts as our encounter. So I'm just not gonna do that. And we still have this Roots Pokemon to find. Lillipup, Lillipup, my Lillipup, go! I wonder what type of Pokemon this guy's using. What could it be? Oh my god, a Lillipup, I cannot believe it. Alright, so again, we can go for the Leer strat, Leer into Vine Whip, but I'm just going to go for the Vine Whip, because if we get a crit, it's basically just going to do this anyways. He's going to go for the Tackle. We're going to go for another Vine Whip, hope for a crit here. No crit. He's going to go for the Leer, which has sealed his fate, because that's not going to do anything for him. We're going to go for the Tackle, which should be able to kill, again, to conserve that Vine Whip PP, because Vine Whip is far more valuable than Tackle. We do get the level 11 level up. Okay, and we're always looking to see if we get extra moves. Your Pokemon use those kinds of moves? Yeah, a Grass-type Pokemon used a Grass-type move? Crazy, I know. Different traders use different kinds of Pokemon. That's fun to see, isn't it? Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. And then we've got this tree, looks like it can be cut down. So I'm gonna write over here, strike the boulder, comma, cut tree as well, because we're not able to interact with that tree just yet. And then if we go down here, it just takes us back to the start, which is fine because we still need to get a Pokemon encounter that we have not gotten, which I guess would be what, a Patrat? Because we haven't seen a Patrat yet. That's another Lillipup. So many freaking Lillipups. Also, Pokemon appear based on the time of day and certain other things, too. I don't know how much that is in Pokemon White and Black. But, yeah, depending on the time of day we're playing, that might change, like, what Pokemon appear. Route 2. Okay, so let's go this way. Where does this go? Oh, a couple of items. So we saw these overlooked when we were in Accumula Town. We could see these, right? A Pokeball and a potion. Pretty standard early game items. Okay. And then I'm assuming that's pretty much the end of Route 2, meaning we have not gotten an encounter. Oh, hi, Austin! Bianca. Yeah, these rival fights are going to be really, really scary. We have to be very careful. Yep, like this right here. Hey, listen, let's have a Pokemon battle, please. The Pokemon I caught have become a little stronger. Ready or not, here I come. Yeah, this is going to be the issue, because I don't know when Pokemon rival battles are going to happen. Where basically, yeah, you know, certain NPCs... Oh, I love that little animation for pulling out the ball. Little Yeah, various NPCs are going to challenge us. Looks like we got Sharon, we got Bianca. Most of the time it's one, but it seems like this game has two. Let's go for the Vine Whip. So we got a level 6 Lillipup, normal type. Ideally, okay. So yeah. Like I said, ideally we want to see half their HP go down, because that means we're going to be able to kill them in 2 hits. But both my Pokemon and I are going to give it our all. Okay, whatever. That's fine. They're still going to die. All right. About to send in an Oshawott. Are we going to use York New? I don't know, because if our team is like, ends up being better, because this would be a good opportunity. Yeah, let's give York New some XP here. So we're going to switch into York New here, and that's because Grass type is super effective against Water type. So we have the advantage when we switch in. Okay, this little one is up next. In fact, let's go ahead. What does Odor Sleuth do? I got to check that out. Let's Leer to reduce this thing's defense by 1 stage, which is going to be huge for our Vine Whip. Okay, he's going to go for the Tackle. We can probably get 1 more Leer. Let's do that. Gonna use the Leer here. So -2 stages of defense. Gonna go for the Tackle again. I'm assuming this thing knows a water move, right? Then we're gonna switch back into Taria. Yeah, because it's level 7. I'm assuming Oshawott learned some sort of water move before then. Okay, so I'm assuming he's gonna go for the Tackle. Oh, goes for the Tail Whip. Okay. That might have sealed Oshawott's doom there. So our defense is down by 1 stage, but let's go for the Vine Whip. We do outspeed, stab plus -2 defense, which is going to be basically a 1-hit kill. Yep. Down it goes. We get 20, and York New gets 30. Ah, I couldn't win. Not too bad. Woohoo! You are a tough cookie, Austin. I'm going to work hard on trading my Pokemon so we won't lose anymore. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, adios, Bianca. Now, I'm assuming this is Striation City. Yep. So we have still not gotten our encounter here. There's got to be more than a Lillipup. But there's just a whole heck of a lot of Lillipups. Is it even worth it? Sometimes it's not even worth to, you know, catch a Pokemon depending on your team. But I'm going to get, I mean, I'm assuming, again, we can at least get a... We have to be at least able to get a Pat Rat here, right? Because we saw it earlier. Oh, there we go. Okay. I noticed that sounded different. So we're going to write down Pat Rat, because even if we don't catch this, it's our encounter, right? So level 4, a Tackle will definitely not kill, because we don't want to kill. Let's tackle it. Oh my god, that was much more damage than I would have thought, though. All right, so that hopefully, it's not in red HP. You want them to be in red HP, but hopefully that will be enough to catch it, because obviously anytime that we don't catch it, we're going to take another hit. And what do I call this thing? This thing is a female Pat Rat. It's kind of like, diddly-doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, okay. I got a name for it. Pat Rat Scout Pokemon Normal type. I love its red eyes. This is a creepy, weird Pokemon. Extremely cautious, they take shifts to maintain a constant watch of their nest. They feel insecure without a lookout. So they're kind of like a little, like, meerkat almost, because they do that thing too, you know? But give a nickname. Yes, we're going to call this thing Gear. And the idea behind Gear is, I was thinking like, you know, alert. The thing's on alert, right? So then I was thinking Metal Gear Solid Alert, the sound. And then, yeah. So, Metal Gear Solid. Even though I've never played a Metal Gear game, by the way, and I really need to. But anyways, so yes, that's what my idea was there. And this is Striation City. Striation City. Okay. So, I definitely don't want like a whole team of normal types. Although I will say, apparently normal types are pretty good. Austin found X speed, which is an item that will increase our speed by... It's 2 stages, right? Because 1 stage would be horrendous, I feel like. So yeah, I don't like normal type Pokemon. Typically, I'm kind of like appreciating them more and more as I play more and more Pokemon, but yeah, not a big fan of normal types in general. Oh, trader, do you have enough Pokeballs? Don't be shy, take this with you. Opted obtained a Great Ball already. Wow, okay. You cannot have too many Pokeballs. My advice is that when you use a better Pokeball, it's easier to catch Pokemon. The trash can is empty. The beginning of my relationship with my wife was our Pokemon battles. I could not defeat her even though I tried many times. My husband and I are compatible because he cannot beat me in battle. Okay, hello. Hi, traveling trainer. Your family must be talking about you right now. Well, I guess it's just my mom as usual. I went abroad to have Pokemon battles. Do your Pokemon have nicknames? When we give a Pokemon a nickname, we grow attached to it. Don't you agree? Yes, which is exactly the idea behind giving every Pokemon we catch in a Nuzlocke a nickname so that we're attached to it. And then when it inevitably perishes, not inevitably, but you know, it's likely if you make mistakes, then it feels worse. Also, I check all the trash cans. I feel like they barely ever put things in there, but sometimes they do. After a battle, to my surprise, my Pokemon evolved and changed its appearance. Some evolve and some don't. Pokemon really are mysterious creatures. You can't go upstairs now because Fennel said she was testing something and she had a scary look on her face. Okay, so that's Fennel, who we were supposed to meet. I think they were tied to the Pokemon Center or whatever, right? And then that looks like the gym to me. I too studied at the trader school when I was a beginner. Striation City Pokemon Gym Leader, nothing? Triple Trouble? Oh, God. What does that mean?
Are you looking for the gym leader? He's not here. He could be in the trader's school. If you want to challenge him, please go find him. The trader's school is not far from this gym.
Gotcha. Some trainers train themselves and their Pokemon in the Dream Yard. You might think about going there. Could be you'll find something. Oh, that's right. Yes, I do remember. Ooh, we could get a weird Pokemon early here. Pokemon can be found in dark places, too. That's when a Dusk Ball can do the trick. Here's one for you. Austin obtained a Dusk Ball. A Dusk Ball works well at night or in a cave. Plus, its name is excellent. The Dusk Ball. Dusk!
He just says, he just exclaims dusk.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is the Dream Yard? Dream Yard had a place for novice trainers. All right, so that seems like a place to train before we fight the gym. So we might want to do that. I wonder if there's like, I'm looking for secret items, but there's not really any down here. So let's go to the Pokemon Center. We'll do that real quick. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Oh, yes, please and thank you. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below what's your favorite generation. I'm going to say Gen 3, which is weird because it never used to be Gen 3. Nostalgia Gen 2 for sure, but overall, I would say 3. And then, like I said, with the heavy caveat that we may have this be my favorite gen because I loved it the first time, but I don't know if it will supersede 3.
Have you been catching Pokemon? When you have more Pokemon, you're less likely to lose in battles, and it's more fun to look at your Pokedex and PC boxes.
And that's right. So one thing I wanted to do, I wanted to check, because some of these Pokemon, when you find them, can have items. Also, to know their abilities is a good idea as well. Oh, this one does. Oh, so maybe our Snivy actually is neutral. It doesn't add any stat or take away from any stat, because this one does show. And I believe it's weird, because you would think blue is good and red is bad, but no, I think red means attack is being increased, blue, defense is being decreased. So what is this one? Lonely Nature? And then it has Runaway, enables a sure getaway from wild Pokemon, which as far as I understand in a Nuzlocke is bad. I don't think that's a good ability, but who knows? Okay, yeah, what do you have, friend? Same old stuff, gotcha. Nope, and then let's check this as well. Heal Ball, which is interesting. Heals the Pokemon when you catch it, which I guess could be useful in a Nuzlocke if you have to use that Pokemon immediately. I've just learned that the more gym badges you win, the more items you can buy at a shop. Oh, that's right. They started implementing that at some point in a certain generation. If a Pokemon type and a move type are the same, the move's power will increase, the gym leader told me. Trader's School, brush up on Pokemon knowledge. And yep, that's a stab bonus. The Striation City gym leader. No matter how often I challenge him, he always uses Pokemon that I don't like. Striation City, 3 stand together as 1. I thought Striation was like meant clouds or something, or was something related to clouds, but I guess not. Yeah, it sounds like I know what type of battle is coming up ahead, which is interesting. I don't remember that being the first gym in Gen 5. Ooh boy, that'll be that'll be interesting. The trash can is empty. At the side of an old factory at a place we call the Dream Yard, there's an unusual Pokemon that can make dreams appear. Grass-type Pokemon are weak against Fire-type moves. I know more stuff. So, yeah, I wonder if we should do the Dream Yard first. I don't know what's considered harder, the Dream Yard or the gym. Gyms are typically what can end a Nuzlocke run, obviously. Lately, I have a favorite model. Her name is Elisa, and her Pokemon are strong, too. You can tell how strong trainers are by the number of gym badges they have. If you're a trainer, you should challenge gym leaders to collect a lot of badges. The GTS, it links the world from the second floor of a Pokemon Center. Full name of the GTS is the Global Trade Station, which I remember using when this game first came out, crazily enough. I've trained only Fire-type Pokemon because they're my favorites, but they had no chance in a battle against Water-type Pokemon. Maybe I should try to train Pokemon of other types. Scree! It is quite hard to train 6 Pokemon at once, so I've heard some trainers focus on training 3 Pokemon at a time. Fwee-lee-lee. Yeah, I wonder how much of an actual strategy that is, because it is hard training 6 Pokemon at once. Typically, always like my 2 to 3 do fall off, you know, at the back of the team. So I do wonder if that's better. Yeah, focusing on training 3 and then, you know, getting an extra 3 later on. All right, let's go check out the trainer school, where we are sure to learn. Hello. This trainer school exists to meet the demands of trainers who want to know more about Pokemon because they love them. Pokemon have mysterious powers called abilities. Abilities have a variety of effects, and many of those effects are activated when Pokemon are in battle. There is a technique that lets you cancel evolution. I'll read the book about it to you. Are you ready? You can surprise a Pokemon and stop its evolution by pressing the B button when a Pokemon is evolving. Insanity. Some moves can only be taught with TMs. TMs can be used over and over, so you might want to use them a lot. If you don't like the move you taught, you can always use a different TM. Oh, thank God, this is a gen that has its reusable TMs. I hate when, like, it's a one-time thing. Would you like to take a quiz about status conditions? So here's the question. Which of the following items cures poison? That's going to be antidote. Ding, ding, ding. Right answer. Now for the next question. The item that cures paralysis is Paralyze Heal, but which of the following items wakes up a sleeping Pokemon? That'd be an Awakening. Ding, 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 we have a winner. Fantastic answer. Since you know so much about the status conditions, I'll give you this. A full heal. Hell yeah, that's actually super helpful early on. Full heal does exactly what the name suggests. It heals all status conditions. Sharon. When a Pokemon is poisoned, its HP decreases while it's battling. Hey, Austin, have you come looking for the gym leader? He was here just talking about Pokemon types until just a few moments ago. Maybe you walked right past him. By the way, Austin, will you have a battle with me? I want to test how important items are in battle. Well, let's see how effective my items are. Maybe I should test how well I can battle without items. Anyways, this is an indoor match, so let's battle without getting too rough. Okay. Another rival battle here, which I think it's always important to basically say yes, because then we get a bunch of experience, obviously. So Sharon sends out Tepig, which is actually pretty darn scary right here. Yeah, this... That's actually really bad. Because Tepig probably has Ember, which is going to destroy us here. Oh, God. Vine Whip's not going to do anything because fire is resistant to grass. We might want to switch here. Oh, boy. Yeah. Oh, this is not good, actually. Man, oh, man. Let's switch into Yorknew, who can Leer. We can use potions if need be. This is actually very bad. A very bad situation. Yep, does have Ember. Oh, God. Okay. So that might be good. We're going to Leer here. We do not get outsped, which is great. So down goes Tepig's defense by 1 stage. Goes for the Tail Whip. Now, here's the thing. Ember is a special attack, I do believe. Which means I think we can go for another Leer. Because even if he hits me with an Ember, it's not a physical attack. So it's not going to take advantage of that Tail Whip. He goes for the Tail Whip again. Oh, God. Does he has to have some sort of scratch or tackle or something like that. Ooh, boy. I'm going to use a potion here. This is a very weird fight. Okay, the Tepig is down by 2 stages of defense here. So he goes for the Tail Whip again. Now, Yorknew is down by 3 stages of defense. We're going to go for a Leer. So now he's going to be at -3 defense here. Okay. He goes for the Tackle, which is going to make use of those -3 defense. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, yeah, the red health music, I forgot, is really cool in Gen 5. All right, so let's switch into Taria. Hopefully he goes for the tackle. Hopefully the AI understands, like, he's better off going for the tackle here because he dropped the defense. He goes for the tackle, which is not going to do much. Good. Now, question is, Vine Whip or tackle? Vine Whip gets the stab bonus, but it's resistant. I feel like tackle may be the way to go. Also, he's -3 defense, but he will use Ember now, for sure. So let's use tackle. Oh, he has a berry? It's Oranberry. Oh, goes for the tail whip. What? Why would he not Ember? Okay. Moves that never miss it. Moves that can attack first. There's sure a lot of different moves. Yep. Shut up. Okay. Tackle should take down the Tepig now. Even through that berry. Oh my god. Yorknew grows to level 7. About to send it a Purloin. Yeah, let's keep Taria out here. I believe Purloin is dark type, but I'm not sure. It's important to choose which items your Pokemon holds. Yeah, so he's probably got a berry on this Pokemon here. So we're going to Vine Whip, which is a stab. Goes down to half, so that's actually good, because that might not trigger the berry effect. So we can just wipe him out here with another Vine Whip. Oh my god. Oh, you're kidding me, right? Assist. Used Okay. What does assist do? It was able to use Ember, which is super effective, but luckily it wasn't a stab, so it didn't do too much. Taria grows to level 12. Yeah, I see. Losing to you means that I still have a lot to learn. Oh my god, that was like tense. I did not expect that to be like that. So learning to use items well is definitely important then. Oh, here, Austin, I'll give you these berries. Oranberry. If you give a Pokemon this kind of berry to hold, it will eat it to heal up when its HP goes down in battle. But if you give Pokemon man-made items like potions to hold, they can't use them. Well, good luck then. Okay, man, oh man, that was terrifying. Freaking Yorknew survived with 1 or 2 HP. Let's find that Oranberry. We have 3 of these. I'm going to give one to Taria. So now Taria will heal by 10 HP if it gets down to, like, whatever, you know, yellow or red health. The blackboard explains Pokemon status changes in battle. Poison steadily loses HP, and it lingers using antidote. Paralysis lowers speed and can paralyze. Use a paralyze heal. It will be unable to attack if it's sleeping. It will stay asleep. Wake it up using an awakening. Burn reduces attack. Steadily reduces HP. Use a burn heal, and then frozen becomes completely helpless. And then same thing as sleep. Basically use an ice heal and then cancel. Okay. Holy crap. That was really scary. I mean, if we lost Yorknew, it's not the end of the world, but that could have been terrible, basically. So let's go and heal our Pokemon. Wow, I'm so glad that we made that out. We made it out alive there. Oh boy. Yeah, I did a little bit of research because I didn't want to be, like, entirely, like, you know, left-fielded here, but yeah, I know White is considered, I guess from what I understand, like a harder Nuzlocke than average, right? So then we got the gym leader, maybe. Yes, I am a gym leader of this town. You are? Right, you want to challenge the gym? In that case, what was the first Pokemon you choose? Snivy. I see, it's weak against Fire-type Pokemon. I think you need to prepare to face that type. For example, try training your Pokemon in the Dream Yard. Please excuse me now. Okay, so I think, yeah, the Dream Yard probably sounds like the way to go before the gym. So, we have the Dream Yard, which definitely has an interesting potential for a new partner Pokemon. But we'll end this episode here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be so fun, man. That Nuzlocke really adds such, like, a stressful element to these playthroughs. Friendly reminder, you can click join under the video if you would like to become a member, support this channel, and get all these videos that are scheduled early. You get them as soon as I upload them. Also, check out the Patreon. You get a ton of bonus content literally for $1 as well on its own exclusive YouTube channel. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.